Yes, as you can see, I'm out of Washington, D.C. and in the beautiful mountains of West Virginia. I'm visiting family, my sister and my brother-in-law and my nieces and my nephew, and this is what it looks like. It is absolutely stunning, no doubt about it. And it's a nice break from the city because even though we are in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, quarantining is, we're in, let's see, phase 2, 3-ish in Washington, D.C. of reopening. But, you know, it's still the city. It's still loud, still hustling and bustling. So it's nice to always get out and get into what is the depth of nature here in West Virginia. So what I'm here now to do is I want to take you back inside of my minivan. You'll recall a little while back, I've done 2 different videos on minivan organization, and this doesn't just apply to minivans. This is any kind of vehicle, whether you have an SUV, you have any kind of van or a car. I have all kinds of really cool organization ideas that can help keep your vehicle more functional and tidier. So I'm going to take you back inside my minivan. My first minivan organization video, tons of tips packed in there, and then I have a second one where I'm showing you a few new things that I've done. Now I'm going to show you a third update because I do have some changes, so I kind of wanted to give you a refresher, but do make sure you go back and watch those other videos because I'm not going to repeat all the ideas here, but some of them you're obviously going to see in the middle of this that I'm still doing that are super functional. So let's go inside my minivan and I'm going to show you an update to my organization. I've got some pretty cool little hacks. Come on, let's go. I'm in the minivan. I didn't bring my keys out here. I probably should have because that's a little toasty, but I didn't. P.S. I know I look a mess. I know the hair is a mess. It is what it is. I'm getting ready to go for a walk. I'm not at work. Anyway, I'm filming this on a weekend. What am I going to get fixed up for, right? Anyway, I'm going to show you my organizational little hacks that I have in my minivan. Just a few little updates so you can see the changes that have happened. And some of these little things are because of the pandemic. So let me show you. Over here in my door, you'll remember in my other video, in the first video, I showed you my tissues and I showed you that I have wipes in every, in all the seats of the car and all the areas of the car, I should say. So yeah, in every car you have a rear passenger side, you have a rear driver side. I have this in every spot wherever there's a seat. Well, in the back, I don't have, there's usually just one person in the back, so I just make sure I have one tissue and one container of wipes. But here's the addition that I've had. Okay, down here, you'll see these little masks? These are my masks. I keep these in the car because here in DC right now, you have to wear a mask inside the grocery store. So instead of taking them in my house or shoving them in my purse, I'll keep them in the car. I let them air out and then I roll them up and I put them in this little place. Now, what is this little container, you might ask? I'll tell you what this is. This is, it's like a little, like a drawer or desk organizer, like for paper clips, things like that, rubber bands, which you might have at a desk. But here in DC, like when you go in the grocery store and you buy eggs or like strawberries, Whole Foods used to put a rubber band around it, and they've since stopped doing that, which I'm kind of glad because it's not the most environmentally friendly thing to do, but I always save those rubber bands, so I just keep a couple in the car. You never know when you're going to need a random rubber band, like to close up a bag of crackers or something like that. That's really what I like them for the most part. Or, oh, you know when this is really come in handy? Like if you have a kid that's taking a poster to school for a project and they need to carry it a little easier, you can roll it up really neat instead of folding it or worried about it getting bent up, and just put a rubber band around it. So that's what that's for. Also have the masks. You know I always have gum. That's no change. And then I have some Aquaphor here. Now, this little thing, like I said, is just like a little desk or drawer organizer. There is space in this little thing for 4 of these little containers, but I don't use all the space because it didn't give me space then to keep my wipes and my tissues. So I took one of them out. It's sitting somewhere random in my house right now, so I have space for all this. And then when I need a wipe, I just lift up and pull it right out of there. there. So there's that. That's one little addition. And the reason I added that in is because I just felt like all of my stuff down here was always floating around and getting in the way, and it just felt like it was a mess. And this just helps keep it a little more streamlined. Usually I have over here, I don't know what I did with it, but I usually have like a hand lotion over here, especially in the winter. I keep a hand lotion in the car because my hands tend to get dry in the winter months. Now, up here, I also have more gum, as usual. That should actually be down here. I think it couldn't fit. That's why I didn't put that down there. But here we go. There's that. Now, over on this side, I have my hand sanitizer spray. I got this from, the little cap's missing, but I got that from Trader Joe's. And then I also have a chapstick. I have a chapstick over here year round. It does get hot in the summer months. So it's cooler here in West Virginia right now, so I'm able to keep it here. But when it hits like 85, 90 degrees, even 80 degrees, that'll get like really runny. This is a good one too. I love that stuff. Anyway, I always keep a chapstick or lip balm, whatever you want to call it. I always keep that handy, and I like to keep it right here in the car. Every now and then, it might end up down here, but it's always easy to grab. Let's say it didn't end up down there because of that little container. I believe I got this at like, I wish I knew where, Target or Walmart, but it was probably $2 or $3. I mean, it's really, look, let me take this out and I can show you. See, there's what it looks like. It's like a rectangle. There. And I just wanted something. I really was looking for like what you might put on your refrigerator, so you could let me put this thing back. I was really looking for what you might put on your refrigerator, something like that, but this is what I found, and so it is what it is. I'll straighten all that back out in a minute, but there you go. So that's that side of the door. That's one update. Let me show you another one. On this side, same thing. I've got the sanitizer, I've got the wipes. That's something my husband has down there, whatever that is. What is that? Anyway, that's something of his. Tissues, wipes, and sanitizer. Okay, I have that. Now, let's go inside the glove box. Okay, more hand sanitizer in case one of those rolls somewhere and you can't find it. Chargers, I still have the bags. Those are in the first video that I did. I love keeping the bags. They're folded up nice and neat. I show you how to do it. Came from another person here on YouTube, or I think it was on YouTube. Anyway, really, really cool tip there. I love to do that. Have tissues. This is deodorant. I don't remember if this was in the first video or not. There's so many in here because they were lost, or they were not lost, shoved in different areas of the car. And one day I got in here and I said, well, where are the little deodorants? Somebody needed it. And then I found the other ones later on. So you pass it back, and then if the kids don't, pass it back up. But anyway, the reason I have deodorant in my car is because you have a kid on their way to school and they realize they forgot deodorant or on the way to a practice or something. Oh, I forgot to put deodorant on. Now I'm like, pass it back. So I keep deodorant in the car. Let's see if there's anything new. Oh, here's a new update. We have a dog now that we didn't have. So of course you have to keep dog business bags in the car. So that's in there. That was not in there before. And that comes in super handy. Okay, let's look down here. If there are any updates down here. Oh, this is where I'm keeping my first aid kit now. I always keep a first aid kit in the car, and I cannot tell you how many times we've been at the playground and a kid has received a scrape or a cut, and I just say, oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a Band-Aid. I have them in my car. And I just take this whole first aid kit. Look, this is the Equate brand. My husband picked this up at Walmart, and it has everything you need. It's got like, here, I'll show it to you. You open it up. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Look. You open it up just like this, and it has literally, look, gloves. I've never used those. Little gauze pads, a tongue depressor. Why would anyway? That's there. A little ice pack, all kinds of Band-Aids. There's antibiotic packets. This has come in so handy. I just can't even put it into words. So keep that in the car. It's a nice size. We love it. Oh no, here we go. Okay. Oh my, one hand. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's that. And I have an extra pair of sunglasses that I like to keep in the car too. Okay, super handy. There we go. Okay. Here is another update. This is my mobile phone mount, cell phone mount, whatever you want to call it. See this little button right here? You push it, it opens up, and then you put your phone in there. There's my dog. Easy enough. Isn't he cute? Look at, oh look, he even has a bully stick. Anyway, there's the phone mount. Okay, so it holds your phone in there, and you just squeeze the sides. It's got these little pushy things on the sides, like little cushions on the side, so it holds your phone in, and it is the coolest thing. What I love about it so much is that it mounts in the CD player. Like, who's listening to a CD player, right? I mean, I guess some people might. I certainly don't. We have the Bluetooth on our phone. If we want, like sometimes when we're driving, we'll listen to a book on tape. The kids are always in the back doing their own thing. We're not listening. I listen to news on the radio. My husband will listen to some of the other stations on there, and my kids. But the point is, we never use the CD. I don't even think we've even used it once, that CD player. So I used to have the kind of cell phone mount that, like, I picked it up at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. It would just sit right there. But I feel like in my husband's car, it broke one of these little vents, whatever those things are called. So I didn't want to keep using it. So I found this one that mounts in your CD player, and it is wonderful. I love it, and it's out of the way, and it just stays there. I don't even take it down, and I love it. And you just put the little piece in here, and the lip where it mounts is just on the inside of there. You do like this, and it tightens, it lifts up so it like grips the inside of the CD player, and there it is, and I love it. And then when you want to take your phone out, this little button right here, you just push that button and those things open up, and you take your phone and you go on your merry way. I love that thing. So there's an update. Okay, let's go see another update. Down here in this little spot, my husband has a pair of sunglasses. I have an extra mask down here. Look at this little mask. Isn't this cute? I'm unraveling it so you can see it. Look at that. You're probably thinking, ooh, where'd you get that fancy mask, Bambi? My mom made it. She actually made this mask. My mother can sew like a champion, and she made these masks for my whole family, and it has a little hole right here where you can put the filter in. I've never put a filter in there, but you can if you want, and you just tie it on. So I always keep that in my car too. Okay, shove that back in there. Okay. Here is another update. This is the console to the car. So I'm in the driver's seat. I try to keep these clear all the time. This too. I used to keep random stuff in here. One time I feel like it was a fingernail file in here. No, it was a nail polish that I had in here. And I closed it, and right when I closed it, it sat up a little bit. And that nail polish was stuck for about a month or so, until finally I said, doggone it, I'm going to get that thing out. So anyway, I try to keep this clear and this clear. Not always easy. Sometimes like the wipes end up in here, or 5,000 other things. Well, not sometimes, like all the time. So I try to keep that clear. It doesn't always happen, but I try. Okay, so this is the middle console. You saw my gum, and I have more gum. I keep gum. Look, if you ever are out and you see me and you want a piece of gum, be like, Bambi, can I have some? I always have gum. Okay, so this is one of my new favorites, Juicy Fruit. It's so good, and it's sugar-free. My kids know I have it. When they were younger, they didn't know that I was a gum junkie. Now they know. They know I have gum. Keep this in the car, too. All right, now, these are, again, extra masks. I just feel like you can't have too many masks. And I keep them in the car because who wants to be, you know, I can't have a kid not have a mask. If you're going into a store and the masks are mandated, you can't not have a mask. So I picked up these at Target. It was $4 for 2 cloth masks. By the way, I try to buy the reusable masks. I like that. Look, this is a kid's one. Isn't that nice? So it's smaller. But I try to buy the reusable ones, and then I can just throw them in the washer and put them back in the car. So there's that. Okay, I found these at Target also. Did I say these were from Target? These are, I thought this was cool, daily face cover. So this is like you wear it for one day and then you keep it moving. Look, use daily and discard. It's a 10-pack of these masks. You know, I mean, this isn't an N95, but it's kind of neat. And look. It looks like somebody else just cut it out, like you did it yourself at home. But what I like about this is it has the two different, let's see if you can, there. It has the two different sizes. So if you want it to fit tighter or a little looser on your face, depending on the size of your big head. But I like these. And you know, I just like to have them in the car. Or what if you're somewhere and somebody else needs a mask and they don't have one? You have these little disposable ones that stay in there, and you know, you give it to them and you keep it moving. Okay, what else is in here? All the way in the bottom in this yellow bag is our portable DVD player. I never take it out. It stays in there because it comes in handy on road trips. This is a pair of my husband's, let's see if I can get this open. A pair of his extra sunglasses. Yeah. Oh no, those are mine. Well, he got these for me. I love those cute little things. I like to keep an extra pair of sunglasses in the car because I squint a lot. And now I have forehead wrinkles from squinting. So I started wearing sunglasses. Anyway, okay, this is my absolute favorite wrist or armband for my phone. And I'm going to show you why I love it so much. I used to have the kind of wrist or armband that you like, it had the sleeve kind of, and then you put it on. But this one, you just go like this. Look at that. I love it. And the reason it bothered me, it drove me nuts to have my phone in that sleeve, because when it would ring, if I didn't have my Bluetooth headphones hooked up or my headphones on, I would have to take it out of the sleeve and go through the whole process. It was just a pain. Maybe it was the quality of the armband. I don't know. But look how this works. Just take it off and it fits right on there, and you twist and boom, it's done. And so when it rings and I'm walking, just take it off and I do what I got to do. Or like if I wanted to send a text or something, you know, sometimes those sleeves, the little plastic that's around it is just so, it's thick and it's hard to text. This way I don't have to deal with that. So there's that. And I love it. And it's my favorite. So I keep that in the car all the time. So I don't ever not have it when I want to go for a walk or for exercise. Like sometimes if I'm like at a tournament for volleyball with my girls, or if I am able to go for a walk during the day before I pick them up from school, I like to just have that. And if I leave it in my house, it won't leave with me when I might need it when I'm out. So there's that. Okay, you're probably wondering what this cord is. My sister got this for me for Christmas. What you do is you plug it up. I'm going to use the one down here. You plug it up in your car. Right? Look, it's right there. You plug that up. So it has the two USB, I guess, plug-ins or adapters right there for you and whoever else is up front with you. And then this, close this up. Look, it has 3 more. So if your car doesn't have the USB adapters in the seats and your kids are like, I need a charger, you know, it's happened. You just push it to the back and you're like, okay, here. And they can plug up their cords and it sits back there, and oh, it's just so nice. So I keep that in the car. And my sister actually got one for my husband and me both. So there's that. Now, what else is in here? And by the way, yes, that is a Minions bag. And there's the portable DVD players. Okay. Now, and I also have in here gloves for when it's cold out. Again, if I want to go for a walk, I just have them. Why I have 2 pairs in there, I have no idea. But I keep those in there. I probably could take those in the house, but oh well. And gosh, look how dirty that is. Gross. That could use a wipe. Okay. Anyway. That's that. I'll put all that stuff back away in a second. All right, now let's go to the back. Now I'm in the back where my kids sit, and is this a lot of stuff? Well, yes, it is. But what do I care? This is here. I don't know if this was in my last video, but one of my girls likes to do her homework in the car, like after school. So when this comes in really handy is if we have a volleyball game after school with one of my older girls, my younger one wants to get her homework done before the tournament. She's super responsible, or before the game. She's super responsible, and she's like, I just want to get it done. I don't want to have to go home and do it after dinner or right before dinner. So she'll get it done. We'll have a little window of time before the game starts, and she'll sit right here in the car and do her homework for 20, 30, 40 30 minutes or an hour or however long it takes. And I bring my laptop with me everywhere I go, and I can sit in the front and do my work. So she has this. I always keep, did she put her pens and pencils? I always keep pens and pencils in the glove compartment. You may have seen them. I know I showed you that on my last video, but I always keep pens and pencils. She'll keep a pencil back here. She has her little gum stash. Look, it's running in the family. These little hooks that are here, I don't know why they're here, but they're all over this minivan, but boy, those things come in handy. So I have them hang their masks there, or there's a little hook up here, and sometimes I'll have them hang their mask there. Or I'll hang mine up there sometimes too. Like if I'm in here by myself and I need to get my mask out of the way, I don't want it shoved in my purse, I want it to air out. I don't want it on the floor, I'll hang it up right there. And those are, like I said, those are all over the minivan. They come in super handy. Look, there's one here. In the back, my older daughter has her masks hanging up there. Super handy. I love those little hooks. They work, and they work. All right, now over here, another mask hanging, and this is my other daughter's stuff. Why these phone cases are in here, I have no idea. This is how you know you have girls. A collagen rejuvenating mask. Also, that too. I need to get, oh, they have their little packages of wipes floating around here too. So that's that. That's the minivan organization. Look at this mess that I have now, that I have to put everything away back in there. Anyway, that's that. That's the basics of any updates going on with the minivan, most of which are related to the coronavirus pandemic and the changes that I've had to make. I always kept the wipes in here, but now I keep the sanitizer in here. I prefer the spray sanitizer, but I do have some of the gel. But the spray sanitizer is just handy. I keep that in my purse, usually, and that's that. The one I got, I don't know if I said this or not, but this is from Trader Joe's, but I try to look for the ones that are above 70%. Ooh, that one's 74% alcohol. Also, I do have a video on how to make your own hand sanitizer, if you're curious about that. Anyway, the minivan cleaning. Let's talk about that for a little bit. If you have kids, like I used to say, I could feed the whole classroom with the snacks that fall on my floor. It's just stuff everywhere. As my kids have gotten older, it's not as bad. Like the crumbs and stuff like that, it's not as bad. But you know, between back and forth to school, back and forth to games, tournaments, errand running. I work from home, so I don't have to drive to and from work, but I wouldn't be the one dirtying up the car anyway. But between all the running around and 3 kids and a dog now, well, even before the dog, I would say that I needed to clean the minivan a good once a week, a good vacuum and a good wipe down. The deep cleaning, which is what I've done most recently, I usually try to do that like twice a year, where I pull everything out of every single nook and cranny and just really get rid of any kind of like extra trash that's shoved in little pockets or anything like that, because it just gets messy. It happens, and it is what it is. It's what happens when you have kids. Oh, and P.S., one of the things I do need to say, hold on, let me flip this around. This little thing, sometimes it depends on what kind of phone case you have. Hi, buddy. Look, there's a little dog that's always leaving fur in the car. Look at him. He's not, you see a fly? Yeah, I'll use it. Hey, bud. Hi. So we call him our little cow. See? He thinks he belongs in here, which he does, just like we do. He's searching for a fly. But this is the... What are you doing? There's another one, but he's not mine. He's my sister's dog. He did a good boy. These sweet dogs. Anyway, this is the culprit of all the white hair all over the car, fur, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this little thing, you may need to take your phone case off. I got a new phone case and mine doesn't fit on there, so I have to take the case off, but it just depends. Looky here. Hey, bud. That's him. It's his fault. But it's okay. So that's it. That's the end of the car organization video. I hope you liked it. I hope that gave you some good ideas. And now I am off to exercise because I'm... Ah! Oh. That's my nephew. Got in the car and beat the horse. Look at his little naughty face. Can you see him in there? Look at his little naughty face. That little bugger. Anyway, don't you do that again. He's so naughty. Anyway, like I said earlier, excuse the look, but I'm getting ready to exercise. I'm off to do that now and take in that lovely view once again. Lovely view once again. Isn't it gorgeous? Hi, buddy. That's him. That's Rocco. He's so naughty. But he's just a sweet little boy. Anyway, that's him. Are you going to be famous? Yeah. Well, probably not off of my videos. In your own right, yes. You're legendary. Okay, so anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other cool car organization tips, make sure you put them below so we can share them in our community, because we could all use a little organization, right? Especially in our vehicles. So, thanks for checking in with me today. I'll see you next time.